Welcome, prospective surveyors. If you are seeing this training and safety video, then it means you have signed on to further our scientific knowledge and are on your way to Sami to start your surveying expedition to the Infi ice fields. As we briefly explained in the first promotional document, Sami is quite dangerous and complex, with many types of terrain present that will hinder your progress. The Sami Joint Expedition Program values its prospective surveyors and wishes for all of them to have safe journeys to the Infi ice fields, where they will research and bring new scientific discoveries to better Colombian understanding. This is why we are providing this safety and training video document to prepare you for the trials and tribulations that lay ahead. Surveyors, if you are to meet an unfortunate end, we will not be able to retrieve and return your corpses, but do not worry. Your surveying data will be collected by new prospective surveyors that come after you, and the data you leave behind will be used to further our scientific understanding of Sami. Your sacrifices will not be in vain. Your willingness to improve scientific understanding is commendable. Now, let's get straight into the main information of this safety and training video, and remember, you signed up for this. The environment itself is an obstacle here in Sami. As you could expect of a territory in the north, it is quite cold. Experienced surveyors have started separating Sami into floors. The deeper the floor, the colder the temperature, and the closer you are to your final destination of the Infi ice fields. You can tell which floor you are in by taking the temperature. The average temperature at the start of your journey, or on floor 1, is 3 degrees. By floor 5, you will be experiencing temperatures in the negative 70 degrees, meaning you will be close to finishing your journey. Due to the collapsal presence, all communications and navigation equipment are rendered inoperable. This is why the Sami Joint Expedition Committee provides survey equipment that comes with an anti-interference index. This anti-interference index will allow you to better understand your upcoming route and will always start at 3. The anti-interference index will also show different routes you could go. However, changing routes will damage the index and you will lose 1 index per route change. At the 1 to 2 index range, your survey equipment will only be able to see the area you're about to enter, with anything further than 1 node will be obscured, with the only information being given is if it will be a combat or non-combat oriented node. At 0 index, your survey equipment will experience total failure, and you will be blind for your entire route until you are able to regain an index. You will not be able to see the layout before entering an area, and the only information that is given will be if it's a combat or non-combat orientated node. If you enter an area with 0 index and it is an emergency, it will be noted at the top of your screen. Luckily, there are ways to increase your index during your journey. You are able to increase it through lucky encounters, or by making use of the Sami field's foldartals. Once increased, at 4 to 5 index range, you're able to see up to 3 nodes ahead of you, and some encounter nodes will yield an extra option for a relic. At the 6 index range, which is the max, the equipment will be able to show you rewards you are to obtain by entering that area. The success of surveyors will be dependent on how you use your survey equipment and how you properly manage your index levels. A healthy sense of risk versus rewards will be paramount to your success. Traversing the terrain and contending with the environment is not the only thing you'll have to do upon your journey through Sami. Through extensive research done by leading Colombian scientists, we have noted the presence of things called collapsals. These collapsals are considered info hazards, so we'll keep the information in this safety video to a minimum. Their presence in Sami will affect your journey, since these collapsals are able to corrupt human beings just by having knowledge of their existence. At present, surveyors have dubbed this corruption of you and the environment as a collapse level. For every 4 collapse values you incur, you will raise your collapse level by 1. This collapse value can increase through various means, such as letting the locals get near your home base or during specific encounters. You will also be tainted by an increasing collapse value when entering floors 2 and above. All of these will raise your collapse value by varying degrees. When you raise your collapse level, you will get what is called a collapse paradigm that will make your journey harder. Some paradigms are easier to handle, while others will make your life incredibly difficult. In your journey, you're able to experience at most 4 paradigms at a time if you increase your collapse level enough. These paradigms also have a deepened state, where an effect will get worse upon raising your collapse level high enough. For example, An observed paradigm is that your expedition crew will have 30% of their vitality lost upon deployment. The deepened version of this paradigm is upon deployment, your allies will lose 60% of their vitality. Careful management of your collapse levels is paramount to a successful journey. There are ways to reduce your collapse value, which will cure your paradigms. For example, if you reduce your value from 4 to 3, you will return to a collapse value of 0 and cure your paradigm. Ways to reduce your value is via encounters, relics, or using foldartals. Speaking of foldartals, let's take a quick overview of them. Foldartals are pieces of bark with runes on them from sacred trees of the Sami field. Using these runes effectively will lead to a much easier journey. These runes are separated into different forms. A layout form that will dictate what node you can use them on, and a source form that will dictate what the effect on the node will be. Here's an example. This layout rune selects all combat nodes, and this source rune will make all of your allies have 50% more HP. If you match the colors of the runes, it'll give an accord effect. In this case, the accord effect makes shield guards appear to help your team. Whenever you create a rune and use it on a node, it will reduce your collapse value by 1. There are many runes, so be sure to read them carefully and use them as needed, as they can save your run. For those surveyors who want more of a challenge, runes are also needed to see a different end to your journey. If you come across this encounter, the second option, and you will receive these gray runes. Put them together and use them at the latest at the start of floor 5 to see a different end. Mix and match your runes as the situation calls for. A small help from the Sami field comes in the form of the cyclops. The cyclops' clairvoyance will see into the future at the start of every floor to help you with your expedition. What is shown to you is based on your collapse level. In between collapse levels 0 and 2, the cyclops will show you a rune that you will receive once you complete that floor. At collapse level 3 and beyond, the clairvoyance will show you what will be the next paradigm, or which paradigm will deepen upon reaching the next collapse level. Surveyors, please take note of this future sight and use it to your advantage. Finally, to complete this safety video, we will cover what types of hazards you will see through your journey in Sami. There's a massive variety here in the lands of Sami, perhaps due to the collapsal's influence over the area. Firstly, you will encounter locals that have been corrupted by the collapsal energy. Besides the enemies that seem like corrupted Sami field, this land presents enemies from all over Terra. It is unclear how exactly the collapsal energy is able to recreate these images and creatures so exactly. Luckily, since they are replicated exactly, you are able to deal with these threats in the same manner as you would normally. The fact that these enemies hail from all over means traversal through Sami requires a more balanced expedition team to be able to tackle a wide range of possible situations. This is quite a contrast from the rumors you may have heard about individuals going into the waters of Iberia where only one specialist was needed to handle most threats. Sami's wide offering of enemies will require more planning from surveyors that plan to take on the harder routes if they wish to succeed. We at the Sami Joint Expedition Safety Committee hope that this document has provided some useful information for you. We wish you a safe journey through Sami and hope your research brings bountiful results that will accelerate our scientific and cultural understanding of the world.